The Ronald McDonald House is a place where the kids can take care of their parents. And that is so true. Because the kids are resilient and the kids can just blow right through it, but the parents can't. And the parents need that support from their own kids.
My name is Agatha Brand, and I got involved with the house in the early 90s.
My name is Liz Kelly, and I'm on the board of the Ronald McDonald House since the very beginning of the house.
And my name is Shannon Hayes, and I'm a current board member, and I've been on the board for 6 years now, and I'm Liz Kelly's daughter.
I'm Dick East. I'm a retired Southwest Airlines pilot. First became affiliated with the Ronald McDonald House at the original meeting in 1978.
Well, I got involved in, it was in August of 23rd of 1976 when our oldest son, Sean, was diagnosed with T-cell leukemia.
You know, I used to tell people that Liz and I had a Ronald McDonald House at the end of the hall. Texas Children's Hospital. That's where the parents hung out and supported each other, and never dreamed that that support would grow this big into this powerful of a place.
I met this wonderful human being named Dr. Donald Fernbach. He became one of the pioneers because there was only 9 pediatric oncologists in the whole United States at that time. We all became an incredible family. We decided, yes, that we truly wanted to have a Ronald McDonald House in Houston. In 1981, we were able to open our first house. It was amazing what we did. Bud Adams and the Oilers gave us tremendous support, and they were very, very wonderful.
We were at La Concha for a couple of years and then went into a retreat and began to talk about the need for a 50-bedroom house rather than a 20-bedroom house. I can remember being in that retreat thinking, oh my goodness, how on earth will they ever raise these funds or make this a reality? And I learned very quickly that this organization dreams big and then makes it happen. And that's what I've seen throughout these years.
This house, because it was built in 1994, we were given an opportunity now to come into the medical center. It was through the help of Emily and Holcomb Croswell. Emily and Flo McGee and many others really helped so much. We had everything that we ever wanted.
I had heard about a hospital that contained a Ronald McDonald House in Kansas City. So as a result of that, I kind of started spurring people to think about that vision, and we fell in love with the concept.
Now we have fewer hospital days, but more frequent visits that are outpatient. So almost the demand has increased because we have all these families that need to come in more frequently, staying for terms where they can get chemo during the day, come back here and stay, and the survival rates are so much better.
We were over at the old house. Met a little girl named Shay Reynolds. And Shay, when Southwest Airlines became an official sponsor, they wanted to do a commercial, and they asked each house, one Houston, one Dallas, one San Antonio, to nominate a child to be the representative in the commercial. And the Houston house nominated Shay. And Shay was picked to do the commercial, and she was just fabulous. She stole the show, and she had such an impact on building the relationship with Southwest Airlines and with Ronald McDonald House all over Texas and all over the Southwest Territory that she was a legend at Southwest Airlines. And her picture actually sat next to the boardroom door at Southwest Airlines until Herb Keller retired.
When I was president, I had a dream of the house having a dog. We called a lady with Lone Star Labradoodles out in the woodlands. She called back almost immediately and said, oh my gosh, you can have one of my dogs. My teenage son has cancer and I've stayed in your family room. So she picked our dog Mogi, and when I asked her why she picked Mogi, why his personality she thought would work best, she said, well, when he was a puppy, there were 8 siblings, and I would come in and he would be gone. And I would find him upstairs in bed with my son, curling up around his neck. And she said, he just has the personality and the feel.
Really poignant moment for us was Ralph Campos was a patient that that had osteosarcoma, which is a pretty dreadful diagnosis, especially back in those days. And he had to have a limb removed, and then ultimately a lung, and ultimately succumbed to the disease. But he was never unhappy. He lived happy. The house was his. His parents were missionaries. They didn't have a lot of money. And one year my mom had suggested that we get him some clothes because he didn't have any clothes. And so my Girl Scout troop went out and got all these clothes for him. And then we presented him at the house, and that was just a special moment for me, and realized kind of for the first time as a little girl what this place really meant and what it represented. When you have 96, 99% occupancy all the time, and you're having to turn down 15 families a day, it's as a charity, the most awful feeling in the world. So adding these 20 rooms is a godsend. I mean, we get to now say yes to more people, and hopefully our occupancy will still stay that high as well. The other thing that's happened over the years with Ronald McDonald House is going from just the home away from home concept where people come here and stay to moving into the hospitals to help other types of families. So not just kids with cancer, but any kind of critically ill child. So at Texas Children's, at Memorial Hermann, and at MD Anderson, we have facilities there. At Memorial Hermann and at Texas Children's, we have sleeping facilities, so families can, when their child's in the ICU, whether that's the NICU or the PICU, can come and stay and rest while their child's in the ICU, but don't feel like they're leaving, so that the nurse can call them directly in the room if there's a change, and they can immediately walk down the hall and see their child.
We started with 2 family rooms in the 20-bedroom facility, and now then, by the end of next year, we will have 10 family rooms there, and have the programs there. And there's 7 going into their new tower that we're really excited about being a part of, and see it as certainly an avenue to serve more Houston people.
It's been a wonderful, wonderful charity that's been dear to my heart since 1976.
And really what's important is the time that these families spend together and help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to get involved in this Ronald McDonald House, you need to get involved to that level with these families so that you can feel
And everyone,
the joy they get from staying together.
The rewards are the faces of the families and the children. It truly is a gift I give to myself to come out here and be a part of their lives.